Days of Our Lives fans, get ready. Today, we're diving deep into the most cringe-worthy, frustrating, and downright bizarre storylines of 2024 that left us all scratching our heads. From convoluted plots to character decisions that made no sense, we've got it all covered. Buckle up because these were the worst of the worst. 2024 was a year full of head-scratching choices, and while some of them might have been created by replacement writers during the strike, let's face it, there were plenty of awful moments that had us wondering what the writers were thinking. But hey, what else is new on Days of Our Lives? Let's kick things off with number 5. At number 5, we have the complete mess of the Bob Everett storyline. Initially brought in by Ron Carlivati, Bob Everett was introduced as Stephanie's ex-fiancé, who mysteriously disappeared after an engagement. Now, let's talk about the mess that followed. Everett, turns out, is murdered, and it felt like the whole plot was nothing but filler. What was even the point of all this chaos? Fans were left with more questions than answers, and let's be real, no one was invested in this storyline. Next up, the storyline that had fans cringing: cardboard Connie and her insane obsession. This was another mind-boggling idea created by Carlivati's team, where Connie becomes another mentally unstable character in Salem. But here's the kicker, her entire storyline felt like a parody. Sure, we got to see Remington Hoffman now and then, but even his character felt flat. No one cared about this cardboard cutout of a villain, and fans were left wondering, is this the best they could come up with? At number 3, we've got the abrupt firing of Brandon Beamer and the sad demise of Stefan and Gaby's reunion. Fans had waited forever to see these two reunite, only for it to fall apart almost instantly. And what did we get instead? A recast, a rushed exit for Stefan, and the heartbreaking firing of Brandon. Fans were blindsided, and it felt lazy, like the writers just didn't care. Brandon himself even said he was shocked by the firing, and you could see the disappointment in his eyes. After all the buildup, it felt like a slap in the face. A huge letdown for fans who had invested so much time waiting for this reunion. Coming in at number 2, we have the nightmare that was fake Abigail and the never-ending return of Clyde Weston. Not only did this storyline bring grief and confusion to Chad, but it also dredged up old wounds for the entire family. And finally, drumroll please, the number 1 worst storyline of 2024 is the body and soul disaster. Where do we even begin with this one? The storyline was not only a ridiculous concept, but it also felt like a slap in the face to the soap genre itself. From local actors taking over the show to making fun of Days of Our Lives behind the scenes, everything about this felt like an inside joke gone wrong. It was a train wreck that fans couldn't escape. And guess what? Body and Soul still isn't over, so we may be stuck with it well into 2025. If you fast-forwarded through these scenes this year, you're not alone.